Okay, chapter 5 is about pictorial sketching. The objectives are able to explain the difference between an axonometric projection and oblique projection. Be able to explain the difference between an isometric projection and an isometric drawing or sketch. Be able to create an isometric and oblique sketch from an actual object and multi-view drawing. For the axonometric and oblique projection, axonometric projection, for example, we have a box object like this and will be projected to the line of sight or a plane here, virtual plane. Then we put points here, A, B, C, and D, and then project to the plane, and we will get projection points A, B, C, and D. And then you can draw a new object in the projection plane. Type of axonometric drawing, we have isometric, dimetric, and trimetric. For the isometric, for example, we have the object like this. We can see the face A, B, and C, and the angles are equal, all angles are equals, as described in the screen here. And then for the dimetric, only two angles are equal. For example, in this picture, we have E and C have equal angle here. This is dimetric projection. And then trimetric. For the trimetric, none of angles are equal. So A, B, C angles are different each others. And then for the isometric here, we will do this exercise. For example, we make an axis here, axonometric axis. And this is an axonometric axis as well. And this one is axonometric axis. And then about the oblique projection, when we have the object like this, then this is the plane and line of sight is from here. And then we do the projection all points of the object to the plane. This is the line of sight, parallel and oblique to picture plane. And then we get the projection picture like this. And then oblique drawing angle. For example, we have a 30 degree. And then 45, and then 60 degree. So actually we usually use 45 or 30 degree. And then the type of oblique drawing, we have cavalier and cabinet. For example, for the cavalier, we have an angle 45 degree. And then for the depth, using full scale. And the cabinet, we have 45 degree as well, but the depth is a half scale with compared to the original dimension. And then about the isometric projection and isometric drawing. For the isometric projection, for example, we have an object like this, then we do the projection and rotate the object through the vertical axis in 45 degree. You will get this projection. And when you tilt and also rotate the object through the horizontal axis, you will get the projection like this. And this is the isometric projection. It's for shorten about 0.8 time. Isometric drawing is a drawing drawn on an isometric axis using full scale. Isometric projection using true projection, and then for the isometric drawing using full scale. For example, like this. The isometric projection, we have a certain dimension. For the isometric drawing, we have full scale. Position of isometric axis. The isometric axis can be arbitrarily positioned to create different views of a single object. For example, this is regular isometric. Viewpoint is looking down on the top of the object. We see the axis on the corner, and reverse axis isometry. For example, this one viewpoint is looking upon the bottom of the object. And then long axis isometry. Viewpoint is looking from the right or left of the object. And then distance in isometric drawing. The true length distance are shown along isometric lines. An isometric line is the line that runs parallel to any of the isometric axes. For example, we have the isometric axis like this. So this is parallel with one of the isometric axes. Also this one and this one. You see, this is non-isometric lines. And then isometric sketching. Sketch from an actual object. Place the object in the position which its shape and features are clearly seen. Define an isometric axis, and then sketching the enclosing box, and then estimate the size and the relationship of its details. And number 5, taken all visible lines. For example, step 1, positioning the object. For example, you have to make a proper position of the object like this. For example, have a degree around 30 degrees, for example. And then select the isometric axis and sketch enclosing box. And then add detail. You can make a sketch like this. And then taken the visible line. And you will get the object or the isometric projection like this. And then sketch from an actual object. Number 1, positioning object, and then select the isometric axis. Sketch enclosing box. So you first draw all box in here, and then add detail. See the points of the object, and then continue to sketch, and then taken visible lines like this. So you will get the isometric projection. In isometric sketch or drawing, hidden lines are omitted unless they are absolutely necessary to completely describe the object. So you don't need to not need to create or to drawing the hidden line. And then sketch from multi-view drawing. Number one, interpret the meaning of lines, areas, and multi-view drawing. And then number two, locate the lines or surface relative to isometric axis. Example one, object has only normal surface. For example, we have top view, front view, and side view. This is the dimension. And then for the regular, we put the projection. This is front view. And then side. And then top view. And then for reverse, just put the front, side, and bottom view. So you will get the isometric projection. Object has inclined surface. For example, like this. This is the width. And we have non-isometric line. So how to draw this one? This is a front view. Just put a box like this. Then the height of Y here. X. And then draw the lines. Draw the lines, draw the length, and you will get this projection. Object has inclined surface, for example, like this. This is non-isometric line. At first, define the isometric axis and create box points with the x distance, y distance. This is A, and then you can draw the face of A, and then the x point, the B distance, and then another point, continue to the surface, this distance, and you can draw the face like this. And then for the regular, we have a projection drawing like this. Then continue to create isometric axis, and then draw the box. This is front view, the sign direction, and then see the A distance is this one. So put this one in here, and B is here, and then the C, face of C, and then the D is over here, and then E is in here, and then F here. So you will get the isometric drawing. And then the whole, you can define the position. This is the Y dimension and the X position. Draw the center point, and then put the circle in here. And then for the reverse, you will get this one with the same method. At first, you draw the box, and then another face you can draw in the isometric projection. And then about the circle and arch in isometric. In isometric drawing, a circle appears as an ellipse. How to create a sketching step? Here, this one, for example, look at the center of an ellipse. Construct the isometric square, example like this, and then sketch arch that connect the tangent point. tangent point, also this one tangent point. So actually this is the ellipse in the isometric drawing. For center method is usually used when drawing an isometric ellipse with drawing instrument. For example, this is sketching step. Locate the center of an ellipse, construct an isometric square, and then construct a perpendicular bisector from its tangent point. Okay, this is the bisector. And then look at the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then construct the ellipse. Example number 5. For example, we have a projection like this. Then we will do the isometric projection. We have the box like this. Then to find the center of circle or ellipse here, and then the box, and then draw the ellipse through the tangent point. And then for the thickness, also you can draw the ellipse as well. And then irregular curve in isometry. For example, we have irregular curve in isometric. How to draw like this? Step number 1, construct points along the curve in multi-view drawing. So you have to construct point and then locate this point in the isometric view. For example, we have several points here. And then construct or sketch the connecting lines or curve. And then draw another face with the same distance like this. Then construct the curve or the connecting line. And then about oblique sketching, object orientation guidelines, place the complex features, for example, arch, hole, irregular shape, surface parallel to frontal plane. For example, this is the longest dimension of an object should be parallel to the frontal plane. And then for this one, which orientation is better? And then sketch from actual object. Okay, like this, and sketch from multi-view drawing. This is an exercise. Okay, for multi-view drawing. Okay, that's all the material today about the isometric drawing. And then your assignment is draw the sketch of isometric view from projection drawing like this. If you're able to operate the AutoCAD, also you can do the projection view of this assignment by using AutoCAD. But if you don't have AutoCAD, you do the manual drawing only. Okay, that's all the presentation today. If you have any question, please ask me.